Hello and welcome back. So we're going to be doing a mat seated based workout today. So you don't need to be getting up and down, just need your body, no equipment, anything like that. Just remember to look after yourselves throughout this practice, and if you have any injuries, please take those into account, and remember you are responsible for anything that may injure you today. So let's not hope that's going to happen. It should be nice and gentle. So we're going to sit nice and comfortable to start off with. We're going to start off a little bit chilled, so just fingertips on the knees, take a deep breath in for your nose, out for your nose. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Okay, let's just start with a little bit of spinal work. So just have a little rotation. Coming back to the centre. There again. Good. Arms covered in front of you. So we're just going to reach and just warming up the shoulders. It's going to feel a bit different because you have more range of motion when you're standing. A bit more room. Your legs aren't blocking you. Keep it moving. Try to keep the shoulders down, so we're not lifting up the shoulders, we're keeping everything drawn down. Taking the arms out in front of you now, we're going to open and coming back to the centre. Make sure we're not pushing the ribs forward. Trying to keep the hands in line with the shoulders. 4 more here. Start to think about your navel now, so bring your belly button towards your spine, activating those abdominals. Last one, keep it out here. We're going to go to the side, over and in. Nice and gentle. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, hook one leg in. We're going to take the other leg out in front of you. Just lean back ever so slightly, lift the leg and lower. This is harder than it looks, so if you find it a struggle, don't worry, so am I. 4, 3, 2, 1. Other leg extends, a little lean back. Still thinking about the core, nice straight back, shoulders back and down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, taking those legs out in front of you. We're just going to reach up over the legs and then have a little stretch over really gently. So just warming up the back, just getting a little bit of forward flexions that's unfolding through the back of the body. 2 more. Last one. Okay, we're going to go on to some abdominal work now. So bending the knees in. Take this really gently. We're going to be going to our half roll down. So tuck the pelvis under and we're coming back to our half roll down and then we're coming back up again. Continue, tucking the pelvis, coming down, drawing the navel into the spine. Breathe. Keeping the feet planted into the floor. Shoulders drawn down. Last 2. Last 1. And the next one we're going to come all the way to the floor. Okay, taking yourself down. Let's just take a little stretch through the whole body. So arms over the head, pointing the toes away. And then let's bring those feet and plant them into the floor. So we're going to go on to our glutes. So pushing through the feet, tucking the tailbone under, peeling up, hips up nice and high. Now we're going to dip one hip down and then onto the other side. Just get a little bit of movement through the hips. You should feel your glutes working here, pressing the heels into the floor. And then come back central and rolling down through the spine one bit at a time and releasing the glutes to the bottom. So think about pulling up the pelvic floor, squeezing the glutes, tilting the pelvis to flatten the back, peeling up through each vertebrae, and then coming back down. So trying to keep your hips up so they're the last thing to come to the floor, and release. Let's just do 2 more, just like that, really pressing through the heels. Try to make sure the hips come up evenly now, so you might want to put your fingertips on your hip bones. We'll just have a little visual check. 1 more. Now you can continue how you are, or we're going to add in the arms. So the arms are going to come up and over. So when they go over your head, make sure the ribs don't flare, they stay retracted down, knitting the rib cage together, and then everything's coming down with you. 3 more here. If at any point anything feels a little bit too much, just feel free to have a rest. There's no point pushing yourself through something if it feels like your muscles are getting too fatigued. There should obviously be a bit of a nice burn, a bit of a warmth, but if it feels fatigued, the movement quality is getting affected, then just stop. 1 more. Lovely. We're going to bring one knee into the chest and extend the other one away. You've got the option to keep your head down or lift up your head and shoulders. Ensure you're lifting through your abdominals though, so we're not yanking our head up. We're going to change the leg. You can go a little bit slow if you wish. To make this a little bit harder, if you wish, you can let go, palms facing the ceiling, and really slow it down. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Remember, you can still have your head down. You will still feel this. It will just activate the upper abdominals a little bit less having your head down. But if you have any tension, don't push through it. 1 more each leg. Hug your knees in. Have a little bit of a rest there. And just gently place 1 foot to the floor and the next. We're going to go through our dead bugs now. So let's just do some pelvic tilts just to get this area all working. So we're going to tilt our pelvis to flatten our back into the floor. So you're pulling up that pelvic floor, squeezing the glutes, and then arching away. So we're over exaggerating the arches here. And then what we want is you to be in a neutral spine. So that means how you would be standing up. So I'm not pressing my spine into the floor and I'm not letting it arch away at any point. So for me, I have a slight curve to my back, so that's allowed. But in any of the exercises, I can't let this curve increase. So we're going to go to our dead bug, single leg and down. I'm going to take you through all 3 levels and you can decide on the one that's right for you. Don't just skip to the hardest level. We need to make sure we're safe and we're ready for it. These ones you will feel. So this is your level 1. Level 2, so we're going to lift up the leg. Think about squeezing the abdominals between your hip bones, lifting up, and then lowering back down with the first leg, and then the second. And again, lift, down. So ensure we're not doing this. This is what quite common that I see in my classes, that people are just doing this, which you won't really feel anything. So you want the leg to be stuck, like it's stuck around the box at a right angle. And you don't want your legs up in the air either, okay? Keep it going. And make sure that back's not arching, your rib cage isn't coming off. We're almost there. 5 more seconds on this one. 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Let's just have the feet together. Let the knees open. Just let the hips open. Take the arms over the head. Have a little bit of a stretch. Okay, bringing those feet in. Flat to the floor. Keeping everything nice and strong through the centre. Planting the feet. Arms are going to come over. Again, make sure the rib cage doesn't arch. Then as we're coming back over, we're lifting up the head and shoulders. So it's a really controlled, safe crunch. Because our arms are over our head, it's going to add a little bit more resistance. So you can take this out if you wish and just have your hands to your chest, like so. If you want a little bit more, we can go to that dead bug position and hold it in here. Coming back down, it'll feel very, very different. It's going to really activate your lower abdominals. Keep it going. 15 more seconds here. Keep breathing. And make sure you're paying attention to the arch in your back. Almost there. 2 more. Last one. Good, popping the feet down. Let's just let the legs go to the side, have a little stretch through the side. Hopefully you would have felt that, I felt that. Over to the other side. Okay, so we're going to do our knee openers now. So I'm just going to turn to the side so you can see a little bit more. So my feet are flat, my knees coming out to the side, but my hips are not moving. So make sure you're not sort of doing this movement. The knees are going out nice and controlled and coming back in again. So just the one leg, the other one stays still, bringing it back in. Really keeping everything nice and controlled. There's no movements in my hips whatsoever. We're going to take the opposite arm over the head and then bringing it back in. So opposite arm over the head and bringing it back in. So opposite, back in. So this one's all about stabilisation. We're working in 2 planes of motion. So we're going over the top and out to the side basically. So really testing the body. Last one here. We're going to make this a little bit harder. So we're going to go to that dead bug position. And one leg's going to move out and the other one's going to stay still. So just going to start this one with no arms. Just change my angle so you can see me. So we're going over to the side and coming back in, over and back in. If this version feels too much, go back to the one with the feet on the floor. You've got the sub option to add on the opposite arm. I had to think about that then. Coming back in. It's going over the head. Make sure the knees lead in the movement and not the foot. Last one. From here, arms out to the side. Take both knees over. Come to the centre really slowly. So really testing the abdominals now. One more each side. Last one. And then bring those knees in. Good job. We're just going to turn over to the back. So face down. Just going to do a little bit further back. I'm just going to stretch out our abdominals first. So just coming up, just to a comfortable position. Stretching out all that work we've done. And coming back down. Hands by your sides. Belly button off the floor, lifting up into a raise. We're not pressing through the fingertips. We're using the back. We're trying to relax the legs and the glutes. We're going to go for 4 more. 4. 3. Make sure those legs are not lifting. 2. Last 1. Okay, extend the arms, opposite leg and arm. So think about really engaging the glutes, lifting the leg up nice and straight. Make sure the head's moving naturally with the upper body and not like this. Have your nose parallel to the floor. Almost there, 10 more seconds. Three, 2, 1. Hands by your side. Pushing back into your child's pose. Take the arms around the sides of your body. Let your upper back open. Forehead to the floor. Take some nice deep breaths. Slowly bring yourself up to seated. And give yourself a clap. Well done. Just a mini express session for you there. Lots of focus on the abdominals, and we matched at the back, just at the back, with a little bit of work because obviously the core is all of the middle. So I hope you like this little bite-sized Pilates, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.